Welcome back to the channel, guys. Last night, Hyundai had a big reveal of their new N lineup concept cars, and I actually wanted to watch the video with you and share with you my opinions and what I think about the whole project and what I think about the whole future of the new N lineup from Hyundai. Before we get this started, make sure you like and subscribe as always and hit that notification bell. I'm going to get right down to it. We are going to view the Hyundai N Day reveal video together, and I will share with you my thoughts on what the new concept cars are like, and what I think will be a good direction for Hyundai to go from here on out. All right, let's get started. This is Stig of Hyundai.
We came. We raced. We conquered. Introducing N, the fastest evolving performance brand today.
Fastest evolving performance brand, not the fastest
ultimate
performance
competition,
brand.
The survival.
That I got to give them that. I mean, they've been
years,
full throttle
since
since the first N came out. So many
This
races, so many
motorsports DNA is
championships.
shared across our
I
six
really
car
hope that
lineup.
they get into
Doesn't
more
matter which N you drive.
like mainstream
because
races
all N cars
instead of just
are
all these
engineered with
rallies.
3 pillars of N performance.
Maybe in the future, maybe there will be a
Corner
day we
rascal,
can see a Hyundai F1
racetrack capability,
team. Who knows?
everyday
That might be
sports
really
car.
awesome to see.
Engineered to make your heart race. From road to track, gravel, and snow, we pushed ourselves to the nth degree. To our
This
N fans
videography
around the
is
world,
pretty cool.
we hear you.
The way they're actually making these things look as if we're walking through an actual N lab that's like so futuristic. Yeah, look at all those comments that most of us make. Last chance to buy a classic. EVs are fast but heavy.
We hear you.
We're
loud
talking
and clear.
about range anxiety, and we're talking
Your
about how
voice
it's not
leads
fun
us to the next
anymore.
step forward.
I mean, Hyundai
This
is
is our
saying they're
lab,
listening
where
to
we
us in
focus
that
on what
aspect.
makes N
I mean, we'll have to
the
see. I
N.
mean, all these manufacturers
Because
always
if
make
there's
the
one thing
claim
we don't
that they're
change,
always listening
even
to us.
in an
But
electrified era,
who knows?
it's the
Like
three
I haven't
pillars
really
of
seen
N
too many
performance.
companies out there that are really
You
listening
guys ready?
when it comes to enthusiasts.
Buckle up. See how N's fun evolves.
What's their first car? I think this is the Ionic 6 based one. It's like RN22 or something. Yep, that's definitely the one. Is that the RPM? Like 20,000 RPM. Okay, so here's an electric concept car, concept
N's
performance
vision
car.
for a new era of driving dynamics. Introducing the RN22-E.
RN22-E is the name.
This is our rolling lab, our lighthouse for future technology.
Are they shifting in this thing right now?
We are challenging and studying the physical limits of heavier EVs. If RN22E can master this, the future potential is endless.
I mean,
Thanks to torque vectoring by twin clutch, power
torque
distribution to
vectoring.
each
Okay,
wheel is now
that's
faster
pretty
than
cool
ever.
to see. Torque vectoring, it means
Allowing
it's
the
usually
RN22E
in
to
higher end
carve
sports
through the
cars.
corners,
$100,000
increase
super,
speed and
sports cars and
precision,
above usually have
elevating
torque
N's
vectoring when it
signature
comes
corner
to
carving field to another
helping
level.
cornering.
Endurance is key
I can
to
actually make a
racetrack
separate
capability.
video about what torque vectoring
Track
is, but it
optimized
basically
cooling
sends
strategies
out
control high temperature
more
items
torque
in
to the
check.
outer wheel to help you turn.
With heavier weight, strong and consistent brake performance is a must.
We're talking about how there's going to be cooling systems involved to keep the batteries cool and the motors cool from all the high performance driving. It makes sense to do. I do wonder if it's like a coolant system or if it's just going to be like air directed at the certain components to have air cooled systems. Because I don't think we really need to have coolant system like an engine, right?
Increased endurance without performance degradation, elevated fun with zero emission, The potential of Hyundai's eGMP technology is maximized to the highest level of
160
performance.
kilowatt front motor. I totally missed the second one. It was 200 something, but I think it equals to like 500 some horsepower or something.
Just
from what
imagine
I
the
read.
possibilities.
Okay,
Listen
so
to
I
what
was
that
right.
sounds
So
like.
it does shift. So there
How it
is a
drives.
fake shifter
Powerful
that
that is.
makes it sound like you're shifting or feel
You'll
like
be
you're
able to
shifting
curate
as well.
your own settings.
And
Super
it also
driver
pumps
style.
out this noise inside your
With
cabin to,
RN22-E, N
get
is
your
moving
blood
ahead of
pumping,
the
make it
curve
more
by
exciting.
setting a strong
But I do
benchmark
wonder
for
though,
new
it is
electrified
still
vehicles.
an EV at the end of the day. It is going to be heavy because of
These
the motors,
aspects of the
because of the batteries.
RN22-E will transfer into a production
As much
car
as they
arriving
make it
soon.
look like it's super fun to drive, will it be compared to a lightweight,
How
internal
soon?
combustion engine car that you could
How about
throw
this?
around corners? I mean, that's something that we'll have to find out in the future. The only sad thing about these concept cars, honestly, is the fact that all these technologies they are developing on it, everything that comes on it on a concept car, it trickles down to the production cars, but at the end of the day, it goes on a heavy, heavy diet, try to fit into their production models with their price targets and things like that. So we may not see what we're seeing today on the concept cars in the actual production vehicles that we get. So that's the only sad part about it. So they're moving on to the second portion of their N concept vehicle. This one is the one that really excites me the most because this one is the N74 concept that is based off the original Hyundai Pony coupe concept. When I was little, when I was living in Korea, my dad actually owned the original Hyundai Pony, which, the coupe part of it was the concept. The Hyundai Pony was a four-door hatchback, but this is the coupe concept that's revived now. Yeah, watch it with me. I think this is the most exciting one out of the current two or the latest concept that Hyundai, Genesis, or Kia has ever released. I really like how this thing looks and the stance that it gives out.
We started from idea that became a dream.
N brand was born in 2015 with a vision for sustainable high
So
performance.
this is the Vision Gran Turismo Hyundai.
N2025
This is their hydrogen vision of what race car that they would build. If you played Gran Turismo in the past or even currently, you'll know that a lot of these manufacturers that have cars
Making dreams
on
come
Gran
true.
Turismo
That's what we are
design
doing
their
with
own
them.
Vision
Totally
Gran
impossible,
Turismo cars, and that was
we
one of
committed
them.
the best.
But I mean, what they're
We
saying is they
hire
took the
Hyundai.
technology that they dreamt of on a Vision Gran Turismo, which is literally just a digital
From
car that they
imagination
built,
into reality.
and they're implementing it in this N74 concept.
Introducing
Wow,
the
look how
N
great that is. That looks like
the
it just
first
jumped
hydrogen
out of
hybrid
like a
rolling
cyberpunk
van from
video.
Hyundai N.
This could actually be in the cyberpunk video game, and it will fit right in. Look how cool that thing looks. It almost has like a DeLorean look to it too, with that aluminum finish. Yeah, like he's explaining right now. The car was based on the Pony Coupe concept from back in the 70s, I think it was. This thing looks amazing. Look at the wide hips it comes with. It is a hydrogen car, so I'm really hoping Hyundai takes note of how exciting people are getting about the N74 concept and just
Taking inspiration from
forget
my
about the
memories
hydrogen.
of
Do
the
that
Pony
thing
Coupe
for
concept.
your future cars.
I
That's
wanted
great. You do your
Envision
development. You do
74's
you.
design
But
to
currently,
transcend time.
can we please get
Inspired
this
from the
car
past,
with the current
at the same
N engine
time.
in it?
Moving
Mid-engine
forward,
rear-wheel drive,
the
N74.
motorsports inspired
Just bring it out the way it
functional
looks.
aesthetics
Even the wheels look
represent
freaking
our
amazing.
passion for
The
sustainable
turbo
high
fan
performance.
concept of the wheel,
We're
it's like,
aiming
oh
our
my god,
sights
this is what the
beyond
current
electric
day
cars.
enthusiasts
The
all
fast charging,
want. This is
long-range
exactly what we
characteristics
want.
of hydrogen fuel
Just
cells
take that hydrogen
will
engine out
change the way
and
we
put
enjoy
in
driving.
the N
Even the
engine
way
from
we
the
race
Elantra
in
N.
motorsports.
Give us a nice
Our
manual
goal
transmission
is to
or
achieve
even the
the
wet
perfect
dual
balance
clutch
between
transmission.
the state-of-the-art
And
technology and
watch
iconic
people
design.
line up at the doors of the Hyundai dealership trying to order this thing.
N74 and the RN22-E
God, this thing looks amazing.
Role to play in the
And, when you compare it to the whole
strategic
electric car
development
next
of
to
the
it,
entire product lineup.
I personally
It's
think it
much
blows that
more
out of the
than
water.
just another production model.
Hyundai's been
We
at the
call it
game
rolling level,
of the hydrogen engine for a long
representing the
time
continuous
because
development of our
electrification
most
of cars is
advanced
great, but
technologies.
it
This
does
unique
have
and strategic
its
approach
negativities
makes
of
us ready
trying to get
for
the
the
rare earth
challenges of the
metals for
future
the
by
battery
pushing
production.
ourselves beyond
Also
limits.
trying to figure out
We will
how are
make the
they going to
future
make all that
exciting,
electricity to
Once again.
sustain
And
everybody
moving
having an
forward
electric
to
car.
set a new
You know, it's
standard
going
of
to be
sustainable
very
high
big
performance.
burden
Also,
on
in the era
on the
of
electric grid.
electrification,
And
N
I,
will
I have a
stay
separate video
true
about
to its
why
philosophy,
EVs are not really the
being
future
an
right
everyday
now, or
sports
EVs
car,
can't be the
a
current
corner
car right
asset,
now until
and
more
above all,
development is
racetrack
made.
capable.
And I will link that
The
on the top
courage to
here that if
pursue
you
this
are
mission
interested in watching
and
that.
the ability
Now,
to embrace imagination.
with the
will
hydrogen
open a
cars,
new
you don't really have to
chapter
worry about
of
the
driving.
infrastructure of
Together,
the electrical
we
grid and
are
anything like
making it
that,
happen.
and it feels almost like a
that's
regular
what
fuel
N is
car.
all
So
about.
you just, as you saw earlier, there's like a refuel cap that you just plug in and refill your hydrogen, and you go. And
Imagination.
if you ever heard of
And
hydrogen
courage.
bombs, this is basically what it is. It's a small, tiny hydrogen bomb that's propelling your car. So it can make all the power in the world and still be very environmentally
Imagination.
friendly.
And courage.
All right. Well, let me get out of this video, and then we'll just finish up the rest of the video for the day. What did you think about the video? The two cars are pretty amazing, right? I just want to go through and actually give you the actual specs of the cars, because as I was watching the video with you, I didn't know the specs either. So, the RN22-E, which is the blue four-door Ioniq 6 based electric performance car. This one is going to be rated at 321 horsepower and 446 foot-pounds of torque. And that's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. Only thing that I would really like to see is what's the weight of this thing, because how are they going to tackle the weight problem of electric cars is my biggest concern. Because like 321 horsepower is plenty of horsepower in a small car, but that actually might not be enough horsepower in a heavier electric vehicle to be more performance oriented. As for the N74, this one we're looking at. Let me see, where's the numbers for this one? 671 horsepower and 660 foot-pounds of torque. Now that's definitely something to write home about, right? That's some good power. The sad part is both of these cars are what they call a rolling lab. They say this in the beginning of their video as well. So it's really just a test bed. They're not going to be production vehicles. They're saying they're going to test different technologies and things on it. And when it comes time to implement it in a production vehicle, that we may see certain versions of certain technologies out of these test beds. That makes me sad. I mean, sad face all over the place on the screen, please. Well, here's the thing. Hyundai has developed these test beds, rolling labs in the past as well, and it has gotten enthusiasts excited before, because they took the Veloster when it first came out, and they did a mid-engine rear-wheel drive setup on it, and they've actually changed the test beds to the newer Veloster as time progressed, and everybody was kind of excited and wanted to see this RM concept, as they call it, come out to production. Having a small mid-engine rear-wheel drive 4-cylinder turbo sports car, I mean, even now would blow everybody out of the water. Can you imagine? It's like the return of the king. Remember back in the 90s with Toyota MR2s? Those were affordable mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars. Hyundai definitely has the ability to build something like that, because they've shown us over the years that the RM concept is real. They're driving it. They're testing it. But they refuse to bring it out to production. I mean, in the video, Hyundai said they listen to enthusiasts. I really hope they do. I mean, I hope they hold that word true. It's like, it's been disappointing to see RM concepts just go on, year after year without actually getting into production. And I just feel like this N74 is going to get the same exact treatment, with the hydrogen/electric hybrid. I see that it's making great power, but we're not looking for a $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 supercar from Hyundai. We're asking for fun to drive, easily affordable sports cars. That is what the Veloster and Elantra N is, but they do fall short on the fact that they are limited to front-wheel drive. So if they can come out with an N74 production version with the same engine, but make it be mid-engine rear-wheel drive, I can really see hundreds, if not thousands of people lining up at their local Hyundai dealership trying to get their order in. I mean, this car right now is taking the internet by storm just the way it looks. Please take note, Hyundai Corporate. Maybe I should make this video in Korean so that they can understand it better too, right? If you guys have suggestions, definitely make your comments below. I can't guarantee that Hyundai is going to see this video, but maybe if we make this viral enough, maybe they'll see it and they will realize that they really need to make performance cars. Stop making just four-cylinder front-wheel drive cars. Give us mid-engine, rear-wheel drive sports cars. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe as always, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.